The long wait is finally over! We are going to begin the much anticipated 4th Shinobi War Arc. As you can tell, the War Arc is insanely long. Probably the longest anime arc I've ever watched. And yes, I have seen One Piece multiple times. It has over 250 plus episodes. Obviously, it includes many, let me repeat again cause it's important, many filler episodes. So we're gonna have to filter them out and break the humongous arc into different chapters. I would love to cover the entire chapter 1, the countdown of the 4th Shinobi War, but it is simply too much info to cover in this single episode. So I will have to split it into 2 videos. In the first episode, we will cover from manga chapter 484 to 503, which equates to anime episode 215 to 249. So without further an otaku, smash my intro! Naruto's entrance shocked everyone present. The spiky genin immediately tried to persuade his good old homie Sasuke to return, but the Akatsuki refused it as he intended to destroy Konoha village for Itachi. Naruto claimed he understood how his former comrade felt ever since he found out about Itachi's past from Tobi. This infuriated Sasuke and he claimed Naruto would never truly know the pain of losing his loved one, as Naruto never had a family in the first place. Moments later, the duo activated their signature moves and replicated the same scene that happened 3 years ago, with the clash between Chidori and Rasengan. Past memories flashes in their mind and Naruto realized that he and Sasuke are the 2 sides of the same coin. He could have turned out just like Sasuke. He could have been the international criminal using Chidori, as he once hated the village until Iruka-sensei saved him and changed his view. The flashback ended with Sasuke stating he would not stop his vengeance journey and he would slaughter anyone who stood in front of him, including Naruto, and the only way to stop him is death. Naruto decided he would stop both of the outcomes from occurring. The clashes between the duo created an explosion and blasted the 2 shinobi away. While Zetsu informed Madara about the incident, and the Akatsuki partner immediately appeared in the battlefield and collected Sasuke. Before the departure of the Akatsuki, Naruto screams he would burden all of Sasuke's hatred. This angered the Avenger. He lashes out and questions his former comrade. "Why were you so fixated on me, Naruto?" The Konoha hero simply replies that they are friends.
友達だからだ。お前と分かり合うには一筋縄じゃいかねえって初めて会った時から分かってた。拳で分かり合うのがお前とのやり方なのは間違いねえしよ。ああ、お前を木の葉に連れ戻すことを絶対に諦めねえってばよ。死ぬのはお前だ。死ぬなら一緒だ、サスケ。
Kakashi attempted to use Kamui to stop the trio from leaving, but his effort was fruitless as the international criminal escaped with ease. Post the Team 7 reunion incident, Team Kakashi captured an unconscious Karen, while Sasuke begins the activation of Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan while receiving Itachi's Mangekyou Sharingan transplant. Team Kakashi picked up Sai, Lee and Kiba on their way back to Konoha. Sai noticed that his cursed seal from Danzo has disappeared. Later, Karen has informed them that the 6th Hokage has been assassinated by Sasuke. Meanwhile, 4th Light Kage along with Killer Bee, C and Darui successfully returned to the Kumogakuen. Karui and Omoi were radiated with happiness once they saw their teacher, Killer Bee. The 8th tailed beast Jinchuriki took Samehada home as a war trophy without realizing that Kisame was hidden inside. It turns out that White Zetsu managed to use parasite clone technique to swap Kisame with a clone, while the real Kisame was inside the blade as planned to obtain the info for the 4th Shinobi War. The top 5 daimyo, aka the political leader of the 5 shinobi nations, held a televised meeting to approve the formation of the Shinobi Alliance to battle against Akatsuki in the 4th Shinobi War. Upon returning to Konoha, Naruto has discussed it with his comrade, the Konoha 11, on what had happened on the Samurai Bridge, and his decision of battering Sasuke himself. This irritated everyone, but the Konoha hero persuaded them and asked them to simply trust him. With the death of Danzo, the Fire Nation now needs a new leader to guide them. The Tsunagakuen suggested Kakashi as the new Hokage to Homura and Koharu, the Elder Council, which they were happy to approve of. Now we have the new 6th Hokage for the Konoha village. Kakashi was shocked to discover the news and was a bit lost, but after a race competition and some motivation from his good old rival Might Guy, the copy ninja was now more certain and firm. Moments later, great news of Tsunade recovering from a coma was revealed, and the Fire Nation daimyo has resumed the Sanin's role as the 5th Hokage once again. Sorry, Kakashi-sensei. To speed up the recovery, Tsunade demolished their foods like Goku.
Can he beat Goku though?
While Kakashi informing her on what had happened and brought the 5th Hokage back to speed. Meanwhile, Sasuke has successfully received the Itachi's Sharingan, and now he can utilize the power of Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. Meanwhile, Naruto was chilling at his favorite ramen spot. Just before he was about to dig in his go-to meal, he was reverse summoned to Mount Myoboku to see Great Todd Sage. The elder informed Naruto that he has a vision of him meeting an octopus and they will face a very powerful enemy in the future. Then the great sage Todd instructed Gerotaro to hand over the key of the Fox Seal to Naruto. Gerotaro stated that once Naruto accepted and signed the scroll, he will be able to control the 8 trigram sealing style, meaning he can loosen the seal/gate of the Nine-Tailed Beast, allowing him to obtain more Jinchuriki chakra. But at the same time, he will absorb more of the evil and the destructive view of the Kyuubi. After a bit of struggle, Naruto finally stole Gerotaro inside him with the help of Fukasaku. Naruto was then reverse summoned back to Konoha village. Meanwhile, Kabuto has transformed himself into a much stronger shinobi post the death of his master, and now he is able to utilize many of Orochimaru's ninjas. He identified Madara's location and presented him with an unrefusable offer. He will provide him with an insane army while summoning dead Itachi, Sasori, Deidara, Kakutsu and Nagato, and controlling their corpse with the forbidden technique Edo Tensei. The Snake Master wanted Sasuke as an experiment subject in return, which Madara obviously refused it, but he ultimately agreed to his request once he saw an unknown corpse from Kabuto. Few days later, the 4th Light Kage held a 5 Kage meeting to discuss the strategy for the upcoming 4th Shinobi War. They concluded with hiding Killer Bee and Naruto in a safe location as they want to protect them from Akatsuki and prevent their plan of obtaining all 10-tailed beasts and activate Infinite Tsukuyomi. Tsunade persuaded Light Kage to instruct Killer Bee to train Naruto as a Jinchuriki, so that he can utilize the power of 9 tails. It turns out that the hiding spot was a perfect training location which was once used by Light Kage and Killer Bee themselves. Tsunade returns to Konoha and masked the task of protecting Naruto as an S-rank mission, where she instructed Naruto to search an unique island in Kumo Nation with the aid of Captain Yamato and many other shinobi like Guy, which Naruto was more than happy to accept the S-rank mission. Then we have 20 episodes of fillers. You already know what I'm gonna do. Skip.
Whoa, skip.
Konoha's ship has finally arrived at the destination, but before they could safely land, a giant squid attacked them. Fortunately, they were saved by Killer Bee. The Konoha shinobi were shocked to discover that their destination was actually a living turtle island called Genbu. Naruto noticed straight away that the octopus in the Great Sage Todd's prophecy is Killer Bee. As a result, he tried to ask Killer Bee to help him in Jinchuriki Training, but Bee was not interested and walked away as Naruto reminded him too much of his younger full self. Later, the Konoha squad arrived at the Fall of Truths, where Naruto will face his inner darkness, and only when he defeats it, he can advance forward. Both Naruto were evenly matched, leaving the Spiky gaining no choice but to depart for now. To search for help, Naruto met Motoi, a Kumo shinobi that knows Killer Bee really well since childhood. He informed Naruto about the past of Bee. Many villagers hated the 8-tailed Jinchuriki as the rampage of the tail beast had killed many Kumo shinobi previously, including Motoi's father. As a result, villagers started to shift their hate to Killer Bee once he became the new 8th-tailed Jinchuriki, including smacking with egg attacks. Motoi was one of those haters and he tried to assassinate Bee twice but failed badly. In response to those hate comments and actions, Bee simply smiles and continues his life and hobby of rapping. Moments later, Motoi was alone by himself and got captured by the giant squid that Killer Bee had defeated earlier on. Killer Bee along with Naruto and Kabuto came to rescue the hostage. Motoi was shocked to discover Bee came to rescue him despite his past actions. Killer Bee replied he couldn't remember it and the only thing he can remember was their memory as a good friend. Their once broken friendship is now rectified. Naruto tried to mimic Killer Bee's rap talking style and this has impressed Bee. Since the incident, their friendship starts to form slowly. Naruto finally returns to the Fall of Truth and continues his training. This time, instead of fighting his inner darkness, he accepted by hugging himself and thanking it. Moving forward, Killer Bee, Naruto and Yamato enter the Tail Beast Temple that is hidden behind the waterfall. This is the training area where countless Jinchuriki used it to learn how to control the Tail Beast. Bee led them to a special chamber where Jinchuriki can face the Tail Beast face to face and battle for control. If Naruto wins, he will be able to use the vast amount of Kyuubi's chakra without Night-Tail's permission, and vice versa. If Night-Tailed wins, he can take over the host body and in the worst case scenario, cause death to Naruto. Killer Bee guided Naruto to face Night-Tailed Beast internally. Naruto has used the key from Gerotaro and unleashed Kyuubi. Killer Bee was in the background using his chakra to aid the Konoha shinobi. The Night-Tailed Beast was shocked to discover Naruto arriving at the subconscious mind to obtain his chakra along with the 8-tailed Jinchuriki. The Demon Fox immediately launched a Tail Beast bomb at the Konoha shinobi, only to be countered with Senju's Chodama Rasengan from Naruto. The top third of the 9 tails endured the attack, then the Tail Beast struck back with his laser-sharp claw, only for Kyuubi to find out it was Naruto's shadow clone. Using this chance, Naruto uses a shadow clone to judo throw the Demon Fox onto the floor, instantly follow up it with Rasen's shuriken to damage the Tail Beast. The Spiky Gaining then begins to absorb the Demon Fox chakra by Siphon Light Transfer. Simultaneously, Kyuubi sends his anger and hatred to Naruto, causing him to advance into 2 Tail Beast form, which forces Naruto to abort this plan and leave the subconscious mind. A gentle voice calmed him down and told Naruto it is okay to stay. In a blink of an eye, Naruto appeared in another dimension with a red-haired female figure in front of him. A few comedy moments later, Naruto was shocked to discover she is Kushina Uzumaki, his really own mother. Tears flooded down his face as Naruto was ecstatic to see his mother. They had a wholesome reunion together, and it turns out that Minato has embedded a portion of her chakra with the 8 triangle sealing style in case Naruto needs to open the seal and attempt to control the 9 tails one day. We then learned that Kushina was getting picked on for her unique hair color during academia by male classmates except Minato. She unquestionably beat the living crap out of all of them and was feared as the red-hot-blooded habanero among classmates. Damn! Due to her bloodline of being Uzumaki clan, she was kidnapped by a Kumo nin. Minato managed to rescue her while tracking down her gorgeous red hair. He then smoothly defeated 3 grown-ass adult Kumonin and hit Kushina with the princess pose. Thus, the romantic ship begins to seal. This sounds strangely familiar. Oh well.
君を失いたくなかった。
その時の湊はとても立派な忍者に見えた。夢を叶える人だと思わせてくれた。この大嫌いだったただの赤い髪は私の中で運命の人を連れてきてくれた。運命の赤い糸になってくれた。湊を大好きになった。
Kushina was pleased to find out that Naruto shared the same Hokage dream as herself, and she was extremely happy to hear her son commenting her hair, as he was the second individual to ever do so, first being Minato. The parental love Naruto received from his mother neutralized the negative emotion from the tail beast. Kushina decided to help her son to battle Kyuubi by using Adamate sealing chains. Naruto returned with boatloads of Shadow Clone and served the Kyuubi with boatloads of Senjutsu Chodama Rasengan in a non-stop Gatling gun fashion. The spiky gaining instantly followed it up with Rasen Shuriken to bombard the beast and drop him to the floor. Using this chance, Naruto utilized all of his remaining Shadow Clone to pull the chakra out of Kyuubi and store it inside himself, instantly unlocking Nine-Tail Chakra mode. Subsequently, Kyuubi was sealed and restrained inside Naruto once again. Kushina knew she had little time left and decided to inform Naruto what happened 16 years ago with the Nine-Tailed Demon Fox attack. She revealed that Uzumaki clan are well known for their seal technique due to their natural large amount of chakra, and because of this, their ancestor has been targeted by other nations, which resulted in only a small amount of descendants, and they were scattered across 5 nations. Back in the day, the first Hokage married Mito Uzumaki, and she became the host of the Nine-Tail. Time flies by, and now it is Kushina's turn to become the next Jinchuriki as the descendant of the Uzumaki clan. Years later, she was pregnant with Naruto. Those were the happiest period of her life. However, good time did not last long, as during labor, a masked man invaded Konoha and tried to use the opportunity that the 8 triangle sealing style will be weakened during childbirth to release Nine-Tail from Kushina. Naruto was successfully born with both Kushina and Minato by his side. Meanwhile, Tobi managed to find a secret labor location and killed all the ambush guards. He then slaughtered the midwives and threw Naruto in mid-air with explosive tags attached to it. This forced the 4th Hokage to leave Kushina with Tobi while he tried to save his son and remove the explosive tag. The Akatsuki used this opportunity to unleash the seal and released the demon fox. He then uses Sharingan to control Kyuubi and began his plan of attacking Konoha village. Minato coupled his insane speed and teleportation ninjutsu Hiraishin no Jutsu to successfully rescue Naruto and save the Kushina from danger. He then settled them in a more secure location while equipping his battle gear for Tobi.
すぐに戻ってくるよ。
The demon fox was summoned inside the village and started to cause mass destruction. The 3rd Hokage along with many top jonin formed a resistance team to shield off the attack. Kyuubi then generated a huge amount of chakra and launched a tailed beast bomb, only to be teleported by Minato's Hiraishin no Jutsu. Madara decided to handle Minato himself and used his own space-time barrier ninjutsu. The duel ended in an open field where the final battle began. Minato launched several weapon attacks at the target, but those were fruitless effort due to Tobi's ability. But the 4th Hokage noticed that before Tobi can land any strike, he must appear physically in order to make the attack possible. As a result, he dashed a kunai marked it with Hiraishin at the target, but it was avoided due to Tobi's ability. The Akatsuki used this opportunity to counter the Konoha Shinobi, only to be met with Rasengan as Minato teleported on mid-air via the Mark Kunai and blasted him from above. Akatsuki was critically damaged as a result. He unrelinquished the control of the demon fox and teleported away. Kyuubi, however, was still in rage mode and continued the rampage and killed many shinobis. The 3rd Hokage used his go-to weapon, adamantine staff, to push the demon fox outside of the village. Kyuubi tried to launch a chakra bomb as a retaliation, but it was blocked by Gamma Bunta summoned by Minato. The 4th Hokage then managed to teleport Demon Fox onto a further away location and brought back Kushina and Naruto into the field to seal the Demon Fox. Kushina used the adamantine sealing chain to restrain Kyuubi. Minato decided to seal half of the Demon Fox inside Naruto while the other half inside him. Kushina questioned her husband's action. Minato explains that he believes Naruto will one day be the child of prophecy that Jiraiya Sensei has mentioned before, and the power of the Demon Fox will help him. At the same time, we need a way to store the tailed beast in Konoha for the country's power balance. He also decided to incorporate some of Kushina's chakra inside the seal so she can reunion and help Naruto one day when he is in need. Minato used the forbidden technique Shiki Fujin to separate the demon fox soul and chakra in two and seal half of them inside Naruto and the rest on himself at the cost of his own life. The last resistance the demon fox attempted was to kill Naruto before the seal was complete, but Kushina and Minato used their body to protect Naruto. The 4th Hokage managed to complete the seal and used his last chakra to summon Gerotaro and instructed him to hand the key to Jiraiya. Within the final moments, Kushina shared her last few sentences with her son in tears, apologizing for turning him into a Jinchuriki and an orphan, not being able to witness his growth, and not being there for him when he needed, and finished it with a series of heartwarming words.
父さんの言葉は口うるさい母さんと同じかな。発見封印。
あなたをキュービの器にしてしまった。
父ちゃんも母ちゃんも別に恨んだことなんてね。俺のためにくれた父ちゃんと母ちゃん 俺の器にも9秒で先に愛情が入ってるって分かったから。
ナルト、私を母にしてくれてありがとう。湊を父にしてくれてありがとう。生まれてきてくれて本当に。
And we are done! This is probably one of the most wholesome arc so far, especially the reunion between Naruto and Kushina. Gosh, that was just so nice. Without a doubt, one of the best family bonding moments in the series. With that being said, the arc was quite boring initially, especially before the Konoha squad got to the Genbu Island. The best battle was Minato going up against Toby, but that only lasted a few minutes. So this arc as a whole didn't impress me much, hence I would give part 1 a score of 6.5 out of 10. On a side note, Minato is cold as f. My man got ice in his vein, he can't miss. With that being said, you will stay safe and stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.